everybody. This is Mr. Anderson. For those of you who have been students in the Corvallis, Albany area or Oregon City, I've been a substitute teacher now. I'm going into my 7th year and have enjoyed working with y'all. I've enjoyed being inspired by you and then turning around and getting you guys excited about this little creature called tardigrades. This is the first podcast of a making of, a behind the scenes of how practical effects, that is non-CGI, are made. And it's using all the old school methods that I grew up watching movies that were made with the same techniques. Star Wars being the one that really inspired me to make movies. And after doing a few in high school and college, in my old aging years, I'm returning to make a big one, and hopefully to include a lot of you in the production and learning of skills and trades. So this video is going to be about making, hello, come back. Be about making little tardigrades that, let's see what happens as I move out of here. Hello, everybody. Oh, look at that. Almost. Anyway, this video is going to be about making these guys, baby tardigrades, that are really the stars of the show. All right, so here you see the family portrait of about 24 baby tardigrades. Some of them people say are kind of creepy, but it's amazing. The little young children especially just adore them and treat them like babies and rock and cuddle and play with them. The star of the show, Truman, he was named that by my granddaughter Lydia because I gave her the very first tardigrade puppet. The basic body shape was carved from a block of green floral foam that you can get at any arts and crafts store. And then after I got the basic shape of the body, I surrounded that with a craft screen, because what the screen does is it gives something for the clay to adhere to. Here the feet, you can see, have little pads like a dog might, a rabbit, and then this textured skin. And here I am holding it in my hand to show you the scale of that. Then, because tardigrades have 8 arms and legs, I've made mine kind of anthropomorphic, standing on 2 legs and having 6 arms. And so each arm needed a little claw-like hand. They're really kind of creepy in real life. So I made them cuter. Made a few of them and stuck them into the arm holes. The next stage is to cover the clay sculpture in silicone. I needed to build basically a cofferdam because the mold has to be made in 2 halves. So I put that behind it like that, created a front half mold out of plaster, the same kind of plaster they used to use to put casts on a broken arm or a broken leg. And the reason for the shell is because the foam rubber, it expands 15 times, so that until it presses against the sides of the mold. So I'm here with my granddaughter Lydia, and here's the inside of the baby shell, the mold. And there's the baby. The nose, some of the hands broke, but that's okay. And they very rarely make it through the demolding process, because this mold is now an exact duplicate. Okay, here I've got the eggshell. Yeah, basically that's what this is. And inside the eggshell is a baby tardigrade waiting to be born.
to hatch, I guess would be the right term. Anyway, that's one half of the clamshell, the mother mold it's called. Now I pop out the inner silicone mold, the other half of the shell. I use Flex Foamit 3 by Smooth-On. Smooth-On's a company that's been around, I think it was 1890. But they're two polymers, and when you mix them together, there's a chemical reaction and they foam up. They foam up 15 times the volume of the liquid I start with. So I'm starting with 2 parts B to 1 part A. That's the mixture, 2 to 1. 2.5 ounces of this, and 5 ounces of it, 8 ounces, I'm sorry, I said 9. Now 5 ounces of this. So I got about 2 dozen castings, or what we call pulls, out of my silicone mold, but the last several were getting a little sticky to the thing, and until the final one just fell apart. I had to rip and tear to get it out. The mold just failed, and it seized. Basically, it lost all of its oils that keep it so repellent. So here are 25, and that maxed out my mold. In fact, it died on number 26. So I built a prosthetic foot for the last one that was not formed correctly. They're each unique, just like us. These little guys will be in a nursery in the movie. They try to escape with the help of Truman and my granddaughter Lydia. A family adventure. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please visit our website, MrAnderson.Rocks, where you can read a blog version of this podcast, as well as a bunch of other articles we'll be making into future YouTube episodes. MrAnderson.Rocks is an educational nonprofit organization that mentors youth in the media arts and industrial trades. You can support our mission and media productions in the near future through an online store, crowdfunding campaigns, and monthly contributions. Stay tuned for the next behind-the-scenes episode of The Making of Tardigrades in Space.